Lincoln Heights, Ohio, FBA brothers and sisters get suited and booted and are standing on business to protect themselves, their family, and the community that they live in. They formed a patrol group up there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. Now, if you don't remember, Lincoln Heights, Ohio, not too long ago was at the center of controversy. It's an historical, foundational Black American town in which a white supremacist group showed up there to this Lincoln Heights, but they didn't know the Black residents of Lincoln Heights stood on business. So the brothers and sisters up there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio, gave them pushback and resistance and ran them off the block and got them out the paint, while the police officers sat on their hands and protected this white supremacist group and did not a damn thing. And this is typically what we see from the police forces, protecting white supremacist groups, because many who serve on that police force and put on that blue uniform, at the end of the day, they white supremacists themselves. So it don't surprise me not one bit, but I'm glad to see, and I love to see Black people protecting themselves, their family, and their community. We need more of this in all actuality, because the so-called justice system got a proven track record of not producing justice for Black people nor protecting Black people. And I say that we should, form Black militia groups as well. And if not that, we should at least, be trained in self-defense, hand-to-hand combat, at least have some kind of pistol or marksman training. We should at least know how to handle a pistol. But I got the audio and the video of brothers and sisters in Lincoln Heights, Ohio, standing on business, which is a beautiful thing in my book. And I salute them all day, every day. And we're going to walk through it and talk about it how we normally do, family. Fair use.
These aren't police officers or soldiers.
Your business owners, your fathers, your sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty?
You hear what she said? It's a duty. And it for sure as hell is a duty for us as Black people to protect ourselves, our family, our young ones, and the community we live in. You see our sister walking the little young kids to school, and I love the optics of this because it puts Black folks in a power position, and it shows the world that we'll protect our people and our loved ones by any means necessary. But let's continue.
Protecting their neighborhood, the majority Black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors.
Sure, they didn't break any laws, because they got the complexion for the protection, and they go back to that I'm white, not say so. Now, if this had been a Black group, coming out, like the Black Panthers, they'd have broke every law in the book. And in fact, they would have threw the book at them. But let's continue.
Is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for Black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
See, the police sit on their hands and let these white supremacist group run amok. We can't have that. We must give pushback and resistance. This is why I'm saluting again to my brothers and sisters up there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. They standing on business, most definitely.
Worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a Black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, "Our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved."
Yeah, this mayor could miss me. He's playing the game of I'm white, not say so, doing a bunch of explaining, conflict resolution, all of that when people got the complexion for the protection. But when they comes to a Black person, 9 times out of 10, they giving the max and get the book thrown at them. This is why I always say the so-called justice system and racialized standards that exist inside that so-called justice system between white people and Black people. Black people, most times, 9 times out of 10, they're held to a different judging mechanism than white people. They're given more, they're getting the book thrown at them while white people get coddled and pampered. And I don't respect this, nor do I co-sign or endorse it. But let's continue.
But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch Group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
I love the optics of them, making sure little brothers and sisters get to school safely because that, sends out a message that we won't tolerate no one, hurting ours or our community, and we're going to protect our young people. When you can protect your young people, that's making a power statement. I love seeing our brothers and sisters up there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio, come together in solidarity and unity as they doing. But let's continue.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family from what we're doing out here.
While many locals do support the security group, some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. We don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this
Black people have a right and a duty to protect ourselves, family, and loved ones. And this Eric Ruffin appears to be a black man, although he's lighter skinned. He still appears to be a brother, but he's totally off code. And he's one of them scared to death Negroes, them on the fence Negroes. You know what I mean? Because we got a right and a duty to protect ourselves as black people. And I love to see this, show a solidarity and unity of the brothers and sisters up there in Lincoln Heights protecting their community. And he commits me, with saying, we got to protect ourselves here in America. We shouldn't have to feel that way. That's just a bunch of explaining because he's too afraid to stand on business and speak truth to power. He got a cowardice mindset, But in closing, black people have a right and a duty to protect ourselves, family, and our loved ones. And damn anyone or anything else that says otherwise. Just my thoughts on the matter, and salute to the FBA brothers and sisters up there in Lincoln Heights, Ohio for standing on business and protecting the community. Peace.